Hello everybody, I'm here with a Singer inspiration. It is a model number 4210. The lady was having problems. She said she couldn't get the feed dogs to run. She couldn't get it to sew. It was like it was not wanting to work at all, okay? I did some basic adjustments, but I did find some plastic parts that are been, I don't know if you guys can see that, but you can see like a little pieces of plastic in it. It was shoved up into the gear area, and I took those out. I don't know what they are. It could be from a screw or something like that. But other than that, I took them out, and I took some dust bunnies. I don't know if you guys can see those little tiny little dust bunnies were in there, or just a few of them, not very many. And then I went and looked into it and found out she had the wrong size shank of a needle in there. Some of these Singers take a thinner shank, and some take a thicker shank. But she used the a thicker shank, and it was jammed up in there, so it took a pair of pliers to yank it back out. And I put one of the skinnier shanks in. How you could tell the difference between the shanks and stuff is this one has a spiro. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it's a little spiro around it. That's the skinny ones. But then you can go buy ones that don't have that little spiral around, and they're thicker, and they have the different colors and stuff. But it's the spirally ones that this one takes. I don't understand why they make so many different types of needles for Singer sewing machines, but that's what they do. And she's trying to run this nylon. I don't know if you guys can see the nylon. It's very hard to see. If you're going to run nylon, you need a size 11 needle, okay? And you need to make sure your foot is down to move your tension. Here's your tension. So I moved it down just a little bit, okay? Or actually, that should go the other way. Oh, well. Anyway, but it works on this one. I mean, you can probably move it back up to auto. This is basically auto, the little dot there. It should sew properly. But anyway, let's see what else. I usually like she does, like the needle position being in the center. That's what that is. So you can change the needle position. Make sure your needle is in the highest position before you even move this so you don't break the needle or bend it, okay? I have it on straight stitch. I put it on 4. Basting is at 5. 4 is basic sewing, and it goes all the way down. I selected the straight stitch right here, okay? This is your like width, so if I want to do zigzag, I could do that, but I wouldn't recommend zigzag with nylon unless you're going to use cotton on top and nylon on the bottom if you're going to do like bathing suit material or something. Let's see. This is your reverse, even though this one says reverse. A lot of people say, where's the reverse? Well, this is the reverse. You push it down for reverse. This is your rewinder for your bobbin, okay? And this is the thread area. You always want the thread to come from the back side, not from the front, because it gets caught. So you want to make sure it's always in the back. And you come this way, you hook it into this little guy. Then there's a small hook right there. And then you start following the arrows down. You put the thread between that and bring it down. When you get ready to let the tension hold on to it, you want to put the foot up. That opens the chambers in the tension. So when you go up like this, it hooks into the tension because tension's right here. So you hook it into the tension, and then you can put the foot back down. And then you can go all the way up, and there's an uptake in here, and I guess it took it. I can't tell. I mean, it's hard to see the uptake from in here, but it must be taking it because it's pulling it through correctly. And then somehow there's a little hook here, and it hooks straight into the needle, okay? Trying to think of anything else I need to tell you about this. It does have like a stretch on this machine, so if you are going to ever do like bathing suit material, I would recommend to put it on the stretch, okay? Right now I just have it on basic stitching because I'm trying to show people how it's stitching. Now, on cotton with nylon, it does look like it's puckering, but that's a normal thing because I'm using cotton. I'm not using the actual stuff that's for this, okay? Anyway, let's see. Oh, yeah, let's go over about the how to, you want to run it to the back, and then you want to go and you want to do this. Here's your little tension knobber right here. Okay, you can run it through here, but then you would have to go back this way and run it back up and then hook it through here and then come over here and then hook it into your thing and then push this in to activate it by, you know, pushing that in. The machine will disengage. This is an automatic disengage machine. There's no way of changing it here or anything like that. There's not just a thing. I don't think there's anything else. There's a compartment back in the back here. You take this off, there's a compartment in the back. Has a cool little measurement tool in the front, which is kind of helpful when you're trying to do something really special. And this one actually does come with a really simple manual, but all these manuals has got all kinds of weird languages in it, so you would have to kind of decipher through all of it. It's really hard when they do it that way. I like it better when they can give you a section, like a section just English, a section just of, Spanish, a section of French. But when they mix it up like that, it just makes it really hard for people to understand and everything. Anyway, let's go see how this guy sews and see how it's running, okay? And it's feeding. I don't know, maybe those plastic pieces were in the way. I don't know. And you want to reverse it. I like to end the project anyway. Okay, let's see how this guy sewed. Alright, it's sewed. It's kind of tight though. And it's sewed pretty good. Yep, it's sewing really well. So this person can come pick up her machine. I'm not sure what she's sewing. I mean, she never did tell me. If I knew she was doing bathing suit material, I'll set up for bathing suit. Or she was doing it for quilting. I don't know. I just set it up for basic stitching because I just want to show her that this thing does run. Let's go ahead and get the material down in it. And stop that needle down so that way it won't break the shank, because you can't get replacements for shanks. And if you do, you have to send it to the manufacturer to have them reset it, because I cannot reset that. Especially on a Singer sewing machine. I don't have schematics, and they won't give me the schematics on these machines, so I can't really work on them. I can get them up and running again, but that's what I usually do. But anytime you want to move that tension, you make sure that the needle's in the highest position and this foot is down. So that way it'll click, 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 and there's like chambers inside there that will click in and cause that thing to change. But when you got your foot up, it's loose, and then you move it, and the machine is all confused, and you can mess your machine up by messing that tension up by not putting that foot down. That's what I've learned over the years. But when you thread it, you always want to make sure the foot is up, so the chamber is open to receive the thread that goes through there, okay? But this is something that everybody should remember and know. I mean, it's in troubleshooters. A lot of people don't really read the troubleshooters. But anyway, overall, it's a nice, simple, easy sewing machine to run. I'm in my sewing room. It's really amazing, but I'm still, actually not my sewing room. This is my work room. My sewing room is in the other adjacent room over there, but I got eggs in an incubator, hoping to get maybe 1 or 2 babies out of those eggs, because most of them were yolkers. I'm so sad about that. But anyway, I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope you got something out of the sewing machine video of the interview of the sewing machine. Have a great day. Thank you, and bye-bye.